Hello, this is True Crime with Libby. I am Libby, and I am trying not to cry anymore, honestly, because my heart is really, really broken. And I know I don't know this young lady, but I just didn't think that this was going to be the outcome. I just really didn't, and I don't know why. But she was found. My dog is going to growl at me now because that's what she does. Come here, honey. Come on. Okay, so yeah, this beautiful young lady who would be 21 right now is no longer with us. Her mother remains missing. She went missing years ago, and there's been no updates that I'm aware of on that. If those of you who are here did not know about Shatiria, she was from New Mexico originally, and my understanding is that she moved to Houston, Texas, to go to school, and she was struggling a bit financially, and so she did what she had to do, and my understanding is that she did some maybe exotic dancing, potentially more. None of that to me matters. But I just know that it's relevant only because, not intentionally, she put herself in a precarious position. And when I say that, I don't want you to think that I think that she is responsible, because I don't. I do not think that she deserved it in any way. But my heart breaks that she was just trying to make it in the world, right? And she was in school. But that's what she had to do to try to make it. You can't, if you don't have the support of your family while you're in school, then you have to do it on your own. And that is what she tried to do. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to read this article, and I'm going to change some of the words, Libby style. An arrest warrant was issued for a piece of shit charged with murder in connection with the untimely, unnecessary, jacked up for no freaking reason other than someone's a sick piece of shit death of a Houston woman, student, friend, cousin, daughter, niece, who was reported missing in late July, Houston police said. Jordan Potts, piece of shit, age 26, is accused in the death of Shatiria Waits, 21. Police are actively searching for this piece of shit, whose whereabouts remain unknown. Shatiria was last seen alive to celebrate her birthday on July 25th outside of an apartment complex located in the 8900 block of Chimney Rock Road. Earlier that night, she had been celebrating her birthday with two friends. While at a club, the women met a piece of shit, later identified as Potts, who invited them to his apartment complex in Southwest Houston. Quanell X said during the August 8th media briefing held with Waits. It says parents here, and I don't know the specifics of her family, but I know that the people that were there, I know her uncle was there, and I believe her aunt, but like I said, her mother is missing, so I'm not sure if her aunt and uncle had raised her or what. Friends told Waits' family that they dropped Waits off at an apartment complex before going to a nearby store to purchase makeup. When they returned to the complex, they could not find Waits or Potts. The friends called Waits' cell phone multiple times, and at some point, the calls began going directly to voicemail, Quanell X said. Waits was reported missing on July 27th, and the Houston Police Department's Missing Persons Unit began investigating her disappearance. On August 13, investigators found evidence of foul play regarding Waits' disappearance, and the case was assigned to the Houston PD Homicide Division. Homicide detectives determined Waits was killed inside Potts' apartment. Her body was placed in the trunk of his vehicle and transported from the location. On Friday, August 27th, police located her remains in Brookshire. Formal identification is pending, though physical evidence indicated the remains are those of Waits, police said. Originally from New Mexico, Waits relocated to Houston to attend school at Prairie View A&M University. Anyone with information in the case or knowledge of piece of shit Potts' whereabouts is urged to contact the Houston Police Department Homicide Division. And I'm going to put those phone numbers up. And I haven't been looking at the chat while I was reading that. I'm sorry. Let me create a banner with this just in case. So yeah, he's still roaming around being a douchebag, hiding. Alana, the update is that this beautiful young lady her life has been taken by a monster. Thanks for joining me I know this is like not how I usually. It sucks. I'm upset. I'm pissed. And they need to get him off the street before he does that to someone else. Piece of shit. It just said she was found in Brookshire, and I don't know where that is. I'm sorry, I didn't look. But I'm going to show you a picture of the piece of shit. So we're going to stop looking at her beautiful angelic face and believe that she is with the angels now. No more pain, no more sorrow. Yeah. Let's see. Let me find his stupid face. Douchebag. There he is. Scruffy looking. Okay, so that's thank you. I love y'all too. As you see scrolling down the bottom there, I'm thinking so much about her family and her friends. So her uncle was at the press conference. He flew. He flew there from New Mexico. Well, I don't know if he flew. Maybe he drove. But all I'm saying is he went to the press conference in Houston, and I believe his aunt was there too, and possibly a cousin. But her very good friend, Lyric, actually did a very lengthy interview, which I started to play on another stream. And they just sounded like, the way she talked about her, like they were besties. They were more like sisters, and they called each other sisters. And she was not the one who was with her that day. But yeah, Kelly, I see what you're saying. Her friends shouldn't have left her. So I know that her friend Lyric, she blamed them. It sounded like, and she felt like they were never very good friends. I, of course, don't know any of these people, so I only know what I'm reading and what I'm presenting to you. But if those other girls truly were her friends, then I'm sure that the guilt they are feeling is pretty heavy and has been. I don't understand why she wasn't reported missing for 2 freaking days at all. I think they knew, I'm answering Alana's question. I believe they knew of him, as in maybe had seen them in the club scene before, and he was flashing his money around, yada, yada. I kind of get it. Like, I'm not a young one like that anymore, but back in the day, this very easily could have been me or one of my friends. And it's just disgusting, really, that you just can't trust people, period. Like you can really think that you're using your judgment. And again, like, yeah, she did put herself in an unsafe position, right? We know that. But it still sucks. It just sucks that we can't just expect other people to just be good, because not everybody is. And I just don't understand what the hell is wrong with people. Hi, lovely lady. So, yes, Kevin, he is a fucking loser. So Holly, I don't know if you're younger than me, then I don't know, but I've been in so many situations that friends get separated. So I don't want to place blame on those girls. I hope that they learn from it and never do some shit like that again. For all we know, because we weren't there, right? Her friends, for all we know, could have been like, girl, just come with us. We'll all come right back. And she could have been like, she could have flat out refused. I don't know what the circumstances are, but they they did become separated for some reason. So, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you've all ever experienced this, but I definitely have experienced in my time being out and about in the crazy world, partying it up. Um, I've had friends literally just be like, "No, F y'all, I'm going to do what I want to do, and you're not in charge of me." And and we didn't tackle our friend and make them do what they should do, um, because we were in our 20s, or even when we were a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know now, but some of us, including myself, didn't always know that. And I just think we need to place all of our anger on this piece of shit over anybody else. He's the one who hurt this girl. Well, yeah, and we need to learn from that, but ultimately it could have been avoided if he wasn't a piece of shit. So all my anger is going toward him. Those girls, I'm sure they feel shitty enough, if in fact they were her real friends. And I bet they will never do it again. They were only work friends, and it was a setup. So you're suggesting that they set her up to have her killed? I don't know. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just sad about this. That's what I'm saying, Kelly. Like, if I had been her friend and left her like that, first of all, I would have felt like a piece of shit the very moment that she wasn't picking up her phone anymore. And I would have been freaking out. So I, again, don't understand why she wasn't reported missing for 2 days. That is still bananas to me. But we just don't know what's going on in people's heads. And I mean, look, your brain's still not even fully developed when you're 20 and 21 years old. But ultimately, he's the one. This dude right here is the one that physically harmed her and put her in a damn trunk. Hi, Lynn. I hate when things like this happen, and I always pray that my girls make the right decisions. Yes. It's so hard, though, because people act like one way and then all of a sudden, for real, this is what I'm saying. Like, she could have seen him before, and I tend to think that she did. I tend to think that she did see him before, but um, even in just talking with someone face to face, like someone some people you automatically get a vibe, and you're just like, nope, you give me the creeps. That's that. But not everybody does. And that person could still end up being a total disgusting human being and harm you. So I don't know. He probably came off as a cool friend. If you look at him, he could have done right. I know. I agree too, Lisa. I do. It's like, I don't understand it at all. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Love being Grams, and that hasn't been specified, um, to me at least. So it could very well be that they tried to report her, but that they actually weren't able to make that report legitimate for 48 hours. That's a very good point. Someone said something, okay, as a dancer, I think they made a mistake and didn't report her missing because they didn't think it was serious. Oh. Do you, will you elaborate on that a little bit more? Like, do you think that maybe they just figured that she was partying it up or she was, I don't know. What do you think? It's sad, but money makes dancers and sex workers put their guards down sometimes. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, see, Catherine? Okay. I've had girlfriends shack up for a few days and you can't get a hold of them. Then after those few days, you realize everything's cool. Girl, yes. And we can't do that. We can't be doing that. I mean, if I did that, okay. Because I'm pushing 50, so that would be like totally out of character. Um, so people would panic immediately. But when you're young like that, and depending on your lifestyle, that could be kind of a normal thing to do. Exactly, mom to one, 100%. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Mm. Okay, Alana, what I meant was they possibly thought she was making more money, so they weren't worried. Okay. Okay. And maybe it was, but see, then I come back to listening to that interview with Lyric, and she did not feel that type of. Well, she did say that Shatirio did not play about her money, but she also pretty much said that it was not like her to not be able to get a hold of her and just not be posting on social media. So yeah, she did think something was weird. And she wasn't the one who had been with her that night. I just Googled no waiting period, cops determined to investigate aggressively or not. Oh, mother trucker. So that, did you, is that specific to Houston, Texas, Lisa? Hi, Nikki. Thank you. Good to have you. Yes, I agree. I've had clients that don't want me on my phone all the time, so I could have nicely asked her to put the phone away. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Alana, I'm scared for you now. How do you still do this? If you heard that weird noise in the background, that was my dog yawning. And I think she kind of like burped in the middle of it. Kelly, I don't know why you're saying Rat Man. All right, Betty Joe, we about in the same club, girl. Texas. Okay. So that then pisses me off because what that tends to lead me to believe is that Either they actually didn't report her on the 25th missing, or they took 2 days. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the 25th. What did I just say? Okay. Blah. Let me try that again. So it either means that those girls did report her on the 25th, but the police were like, no, she was dancing. Oh, okay. She was probably just, and just set it aside because, she was one of those girl, quote unquote, those girls, which infuriates me if that's it. Or they waited to report it. You think, okay, very smart now, LOL. I got out of human trafficking a few years ago. Thank you, though. Okay, good. Although I wasn't insinuating that you weren't smart before. I think, people can be smart, but vulnerable. And intelligent, but not have wisdom yet, if that makes sense. Yes, Betty Jo, 100%. Holly says they waited. But Nikki, the thing is that seems true too, which is why Quanell X, who I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who he was before this case, but he is one of, I guess he's like the leader of the Black Panthers in Houston. And he got that press conference together. Before that, it was like nothing was being done, it seemed. So thankfully, he got involved. Otherwise, who knows if we would ever know what happened to her or if her family would ever know what happened to her. But somebody needs to get this piece of shit. Yes, Apache, that is the perp, also known as piece of shit. See, and that's why I'm not monetizing. There's a couple reasons I'm not monetizing right now. I want to be able to say piece of shit, and I want to be able to say whatever and report about whatever I want, without getting dinged by the YouTube gods. And then I thought about it and I just thought, you know what? I work full time. Nobody asked me this question, did they? But I'm just telling you anyway. I work full time. I don't need to make, I like money, but I don't need it right now. So I would just prefer for people to give their money to other creators who do this for a living, or else donate it or keep it for themselves. So that's that. How did they figure out it was him? Well, there's evidently they do believe that she was killed in his apartment. So I'm guessing that there is evidence in the apartment. And they believe that she was placed in the trunk of his car. I'm not sure if they found her in his trunk or if he, no, I was going to say if he offered that information. No, they haven't even talked to him. So I guess they must have found his car and she was in the trunk. That's his last name is Potts. Let me go find his name. Thank you. Jordan Potts. Ugh. Jordan Potts. Piece of sheet. Let me, okay. There's the tip. But I want to add his name to it. So let me edit that. Okay, there we go. Jordan piece of shit. That's right. Me too, Betty Joe. Ooh, that's a nice thought, Catherine. Wait, what, Zona? Mom 21 just turned 51 yesterday, crying face. Oh, I'm right behind you, girl. Bossy Pants is in the house. Come in here. You know what? I've been waiting for you to boss me around. Dirtbag. Yes. Jordan piece of shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I need that banner back. Some YouTubers are getting flack for making them. Oh, yeah, I know. And let me address that if I may. Everyone can have their own opinion about everything, right? So, my opinion on that, and I've said this before, are you going to give news anchors shit for covering summer, for reporting on summer? Are you going to, you get what I'm saying. And I'm not saying YouTubers are journalists. I know they're not, but they're doing the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So, whatever. I'm sick of people judging others for petty shit. So, someone like this, someone who takes a life, yeah, I think we can judge them, but how someone makes their money, if it's not hurting anyone else, I just think you should mind your own damn business, frankly. Doesn't mean you have to do it. Like, you can not agree with something and just not do it, but not give other people shit about it, about doing it. See what I'm saying? Oh, you think that's wrong? Then don't do it. But you're really not, from what I understand, what God says is that we're not to judge anyone else. Not, judgment is for him and for the law. Oh, yeah, he's at large. The piece of shit is at large. So we need people to track his ass down and find him. People put time and effort into it. However, it's clear some adding PayPal and GoFundMe's for personal events. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a little much for me. But what I do is just, I'm not going to give them my money. But like, I'm going to tell you, I actually have joined, quote unquote, several people's channels because I have respect for their content, and I just feel like, hey, if I'm going to be spending all this time here and I'm going to be getting information from their content, using their content, the least I can do is join their channel. So, yeah, I do that. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Kelly. It really wasn't new. Was it? The reason I didn't is because I headed over to Q Carlock's channel because they were talking about the Classic and Sincere little boys missing. And that was pre-planned that I was going to watch that. Q, I mean, I was up till 3 a.m. and I went back and looked this morning and she had been on for 12 hours. I'm like, girl, that's dedication. Yes. Oh my, did you hear my husband just burp? He just walked in the house and went, bleh. No shame. No, he said, excuse me now that I put him on blast. Hi, Smoky Blue. Smoky Blue, did you see my response to your email? Because I did respond. The only new thing is missing time in the morning as well as the afternoon. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so... I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm like, okay, there's babies going missing left and right. This woman was found, life cut short at 20 because she was still, she was 20 that night. And if he killed her that night, then she was 20. I don't freaking know, but it's awful. Well, I'll just tell you, Smokey, that yes, I do believe that is the same work. That is the same company, I believe. And I sent you why I think that. Yes, they found her. And this is the dude that took her life and needs to be hung by his toenails. Zona, what you talking about? Oh, for my husband? Not really, but I never realized that Candace looked at Don. Oh, yes, Kelly. That is right. I didn't notice that either. When they slowed that down like that and did the replay, I mean, she was like, hold up. And I wrote myself a note like, okay, here are the two reasons that I could see her looking at him in shock like that. And I don't know which one it is. Okay. But the two possibilities that I see are, one, the look of shock because, like, MFR, why would you say that? We've talked about this. Like, dude, you're stupid to say that. Okay. Which would indicate that she knew what had happened. Or the other one would be, what the WTF? Why would you say that about our child? We want her found alive, dude, right? So, yeah, I don't know which one it was. I don't know. One would indicate that she knew everything. They both knew the same things, whatever had happened. And the other is they were not on the same page at all. It was like, we just got her gone. You want her back? What? No. Yeah, I said toenails because I don't know. I think it was like, dude, shut up. That's what you feel like, Lisa? Could be. I know, right, Zona? That house is not that big. That's sure true. Steffi, I'm so glad. I didn't know that you were in Ida. Is your place okay? Tell us what's going on. So, I don't know, you guys, but who else is on live right now? Because I feel like we've gotten way off the subject of Shatiria. But let's hear what happened with Steffi. I'm glad you're okay, but are your people okay? Is your home okay? Hi, Tracy. Okay, when was this, Betty Joe? See how y'all do that? Well, I think it's because there's a lag, but I'll be like trying to say goodbye and then y'all just keep typing and I just keep staying on here. I was on Voices Behind the Drywall and commented, Bring Summer Home, and they deleted it. Oh, what? Why on earth? Why on earth would they delete that? Okay, Steffi, I'm about 2.5 hours north of Louisiana. My family lives there, and I know Louisiana got hit hard. We had huge limbs fall all around our house, and my dad's truck got the windshield busted out. Ooh, but we're all safe. Thank goodness. Yeah, Betty Joe, that's just redonkulous. Are they still live? We have in-laws in Slidell. We've not heard from. Oh no, Zona. Prairie Boy. What the hell kind of name is that? It just sounds like, I don't know. I don't like it. Maybe it's because I don't like him. I don't know. Good night, love B and Grams. Zona, listen. I took a trip out to New Orleans after Katrina, years after Katrina. And there were so many places that were not rebuilt. So many. It was horrible. Voices behind the toilet. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my gosh. AB kills me. Oh Lord. They better not have anything to do with any movie. Okay, Steffi. Thank you for letting us know that you're well. They won't delete your comments, Catherine? Cher said she was going to do a GoFundMe to get teeth. What the fuck? Teeth for who? For freaking Candace? Oh my gosh. You had a bad storm too, Mom to One? How close are you to the wells in Tennessee, Mom? Okay, Sherry, I sure will. I don't want to look at his ugly ass face either. Let me put Shoddy's back up. He probably got mad because she was like, no, dude, I will not ever go out with you. You're ugly. They are claiming victims now and being stalked. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Oh, for herself? You're welcome, Sherry. Oh, my gosh, Sona. They never reopened Six Flags down there. They were abandoned videos about it in a movie. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I went down there and there were whole neighborhoods that were abandoned. Years later, y'all, years later. Sucked. So sad. I don't know, Catherine. I don't know all the deets about Cher's dealings with the law. Huh? Let me see, I'm reading Steffi's. I've learned to screenshot anything important I say on their channel because I went there and got my butt tore up for telling them they're using Don's case to air their grievances against law enforcement. Oh. Because if they really cared about him, they'd tell him to use his right to remain silent. True that. Who is Benny harassing? Cher thinks her life is being threatened by that predator hunter. What the hell? These people are crazy. I don't even know. Justice Seeker, they have not definitively. See, this is where it gets sketchy, and thank you for asking that. Let me go to the article because it's not definitive. Formal identification is pending, though physical evidence indicated the remains are those of Waits. So I don't know if that means that they need to wait for a close family member to come and identify her, or what that entails. But oh my gosh, it's so yeah, all I know, I'm going to be honest with you, all I know about Benny is that AB hates him. So literally, I don't, and I've been in there a couple times and watched, where he's been on, and I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? They deleted the entire thread. Now they're playing victim like they aren't the ones that put Don front and center. For real. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Penny is a dirtbag. Okay. Okay, Apache, bless your husband, bless your dog. Thanks, and bless you for being so easy to listen to. Oh, thank you. To get back to the summer case, timelines are changing. Email me what you find out, Apache. Por favor. This behind the toilet is so low that they could crawl underneath a penny and give Lincoln. Oh, dear God, Tracy, that is something. Are they just now going after that Potts guy now, or when they discovered foul play on the 13th? That's what I was thinking too, Lisa. When I read that 13th, I'm like, That Don B, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Don B, they're the ones that messed this all up for Don by doing all those interviews and are now blaming everyone else. You know what? Don doesn't have anyone to blame but him damn self either for any of it. Okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, none of this would be happening if it weren't for him. Not a bit of it. Oh, that's not cool, Jules. Derogatory stuff about someone's. Nope. That is not okay. I disagree firmly, but never cuss or name call. Same. So they just ignore me entirely, the other Benny and Friends creators. You see where I said she called TBI for information on the case and they gave her tips on the case. What? What, Betty Jo? Who called the TBI for information and they gave it to her? Who done did that? He just thinks he's smarter than everyone and he needs to control the narrative, but he's the only reason he's getting heat. Ding, 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 Steffi. Ding, 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 Steffi. That is 100% accurate. One of Benny's videos early on, and he gave me the creeps. The thing is, Smokey, so I've been in there a couple times and actually paid attention to the chat, and this one time, Mr. Cher really came out his face. I mean, he was name calling, and I've seen Cher talk mad shit too. And I looked at the comments and I'm like, okay, their reaction, in my opinion, was not warranted based on what I was seeing in the chat. So I was very confused. And I also think it's super hypocritical. I mean, people can do what they want on their channel, right? But I can do what I want on mine too. So therefore, I'm going to tell you that I think it's hypocritical to sit there and tell people you need to be respectful of everyone on the panel, blah, 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 and then proceed to cuss them out in response to their disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jen, you missed the whole thing, darling. And I can't, Shatiria is no longer with us. And that's all I'm want to go into now because it was too hard for me to say it the first time. If you do not mind. It's really, 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 really awful and sad. And there's a bad dude still running around town. So he needs to be caught and strung by either his balls or his toenails. We haven't decided yet. Yeah, Zona, exactly. I don't think it's okay to trash Chris at all, ever. I mean, you can question what someone does, but to outright, they bash him. They literally bash him as a person and say, like, I think they called him an expired cop or something like that instead of like, dude, come on now. Just disrespectful. Yeah, Stuffy, that was the first part. I'm probably going to edit this ending conversation out so we can just keep this all about Shatiria and her case, and I pray she gets justice. I feel so terrible for her family and her friends. Oh, I know, Lisa. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I have no idea what was going on with Chris, but he was struggling. He was struggling there. And, he just got over being sick. And sometimes, depending on what was going on, I don't know if he was, I don't know the extent of his sickness, but he did say he was very sick. And a lot of times you're kind of, if you didn't eat for several days and stuff like that, and you're older, it takes a while to bounce back. So I don't know. Usually it did seem like she was helping him along. I don't know why. I don't know. But I still think he's great. And that's all I have to say about that. Oh my gosh. Really, Zona? I love the way he talks. But you know what I love about him too? He even said, he was like, I don't care what anyone says about me. So, like, he laughed his ass off when someone said that he had early Alzheimer's or early dementia or something like that. Yes, I love them both too. They're the cutest couple. Like, oh my gosh. And I love how he says all the time that he married up. It's adorable. Judy Ron is like that with his wife too. So sweet. Yes, I don't know what happened yet, but I'll catch up. My cousin was murdered on the morning before his 22nd birthday. Oh my gosh. What? Steffi. I'm so sorry. That's horrifying. Smokey, my kid's straight revolting. You're refusing to fall asleep. Oh, you're so funny. Okay, check your email. We need more men out there like that. Yes, yes, we do. Oh, Daisy. Sleeping in the lazy boy. Did you hear the lab say on AB the other night that his dad murdered his mom? No. No. I didn't. Oh my gosh. No, I did not. Wow. Yeah, a lot of people been through a lot of stuff. Sometime I'll tell you about my husband's story. If I get him to tell it, though, he'll tell it, and he'll tell it very dramatically and accurately, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, but it takes him to a place. You know what I mean? He definitely has PTSD, and when he talks about it and gets really, really heated about it, it really puts him back in that place emotionally, and so it's not good. But he's been through a lot. The lab also said his son almost died, and he gave his scenario on how he reacted versus how others are. Oh, wow. Yeah, Steffi, I think so too. Yep. Yes, PTSD does suck. I think so too, Steffi. A lot of people may have undiagnosed okay, I think I'm gonna really truly end the stream now. Who's live right now? Where are we going? Because I want to go somewhere. I'm sorry, Jen. Well, Kelly, he is here for me too. 100%. Thank you for saying that. Oh, Justice Seeker. Wow. I'm so sorry. The lab. Well, that's too far away in time. Web sleuths? Okay. Okay. I haven't been over there for a minute. There's so many. I really, really am enjoying being part of this community. Oh, Gypsy Rose. Yeah, I can't. I've sometimes when you've heard, like, I've seen every movie about that, I feel like, and every documentary, and I'm just like, it just nauseates me so much. I can't talk about Gypsy Rose anymore. Let me ask y'all this. So I started thinking that I should really try to cover some local cases to where I live so that I can maybe go to the area and things like that. And maybe I might actually know the places that they're talking about and stuff. But most of the missing cases here that I can find are runaways, which a lot of times it's really hard to find any information. But I did find one that the mother is asking, people for help. Like, she's like, I don't know if she's okay or not. Please, somebody tell me. And it's interesting because the place that the daughter was last seen is hours away, within the same state, but hours away. And so what I always end up thinking when it's a runaway situation is, and like you're saying, justice seeker, it's tough. They don't want to be found, right? And so you have to ask yourself, why don't they want to be found? And it just, it opens up a lot of, what was going on at home. Were they being abused? Et cetera, et cetera. It's a big can of worms. So I don't know. My dog is snoring very loudly at this point. Okay, and Charlie, so that's the other thing is a lot of times they'll say it's a runaway, but then the parents or someone else will be like, no, I know she didn't run away, or I know he didn't run away, etc. Libby, can you tell us what happened with the young man that was found yesterday in Tennessee? I don't know about that. I'm sorry to say that like that, but I don't know what you're referring to. But I will tell you that for those of you who didn't see it on my community tab, I posted a picture of a piece of shit who was found with child inappropriate, disgusting media, we'll say. And this MFer was released on bail. And I just find that to be redunculous. I just think people who possess things like that should be locked up, because what in the hell? What in the hell? So if you haven't seen that, check my community tab. I can't even remember his name, and he's in South Carolina. That's where I live. He's only 19 years old. Yeah, it's very repulsive. I mean, what the hell kind of, it makes me think of the Monopoly game, like get out of jail free card. It's actually ridiculous that you can frickin' buy yourself out of jail. And I mean, because think of what that implies. It's not even, it doesn't imply it. It's straight up is what it is. Okay. You can get out of jail if you have enough money to do so. Okay. So if you commit a crime, potentially, remember, innocent until proven guilty, but anyone who commits a crime, right, and is put in jail, if you don't have the money or can't gather the money to get out, then your ass is going to sit in there and rot. But you could be innocent, but you just can't get the money together. And then you got real pieces of shit who can get the money together and just buy themselves out of jail. The fuck is that? Hi, Cooter. How you doing? How dare you come in here, call me your BFF, and you're an hour late? That's not BFF status, bro. That's what I think too, Charlie. 19 years old, he learned that shit. Yeah. Yeah. They need to be looking, they need to be tearing up that whole, well, I don't know if he lives at home or where he lives, but they need to be going to his parents' house, his grandparents' house, his uncle's house. Oh my gosh. Sell the Subaru. Okay, see you later, Steffi. Have a good night. Oh, you're never on time, Cooter? All his relatives' houses, huh, Betty Joe? Wait, who's been? Oh, the Tennessee. Okay, tell me about the Tennessee. What is the name or what? I need to know what you're talking about now, please. Shits and giggles, I've seen you before. My voice is not professional. That's hilarious. Brian McKenzie. Okay. I'm so pissed. I'm really pissed that that douchebag took Shatiria's life. Piece of shit. Now I forgot that guy's name because I started thinking about her again. Damn it. Brian McKenzie. Okay. Brian McKenzie found. Oh no. Oh, guys, what is going on? Well, let me tell you something. There's been way too many instances of people found in their vehicle in the water. What the hell? Thank you, Kelly. And nice to find some agers. I mean, some oldies. Are you calling us old people? I'm talking to my peeps.
10 p.m. I gotta go to UPS tomorrow.
Oh. Do you watch Adventures with Purpose? No. Oh, same age? Yeah. Oh, cool. Nice to find same age. Oh, I get it. Da-da-da. Betty Joe, we're all around the same age. Okay. Cool your jets. Yes, that was my mom. And I don't know why she thought it was funny to tell me that she has to go to UPS tomorrow.
Hey.
Huh? Listen to what happened today. Okay. So my mom lives with us. Okay. She's talking to herself.
Yes, I am.
But she's listening to me at the same time. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. So today, me too, S&G. Hi, Kathy. Glad to have you here. Okay, you and Cooter have to go sit in the back because you're so late. Betty Joe will hand you a dunce cap on your way. I'm just kidding. I know she does want to hear me, but I don't want to. I'm not even going to tell it. I'm afraid. AB got mad when someone said he was in his 50s. I don't know how old he is. I wonder. Oh my goodness. Kathy. Wear it proudly, Kathy. Wear it proudly. Justice. I'm raising my mom and my 3-year-old. Well, I told you Betty Joe would pass it to you. Betty Joe, are you here? Oh, yeah, that's true. Giggles. We need some mama wisdom. No, my mom thinks she's wise all the time, and I don't always want to hear it. They need to actually move grandma's camper and look underneath of it in the septic. Oh my gosh, that makes me feel very sick, Tracy. I can't. No, guys, I need summer to be alive, okay? We all do. Ugh. Kelly, no, she just retired, and she's just living here because we're from a place that is freezing cold and horrible and full of snow all the time. So she retired here. So, and then I'm her only child. So that's what we doing. But it's funny because now oh, you remember when you were young and your parent would be like, "Why is this light on?" That's me talking to her now. No, I'm not. Well, I guess I am a snowbird, but I stay here all the time. I moved here um, 8 years ago. Betty Joe. Ah. So, Kelly, my situation is weird. I'm actually officially not an only child, but I'm my mom's only child. So, you know how families be. Oh, yeah, I know. Zona, I have. Exactly. Except I don't like to cook, and she does, and I don't understand why. Oh, goodness. I'm going to be a Mimi again. I have two grandbabies, and I have another one on the way. Right, Giggles? I'm like, well, um, okay, so let me tell the story now because she has her TV on. Okay, so it's safe right now. Okay. Okay. So I'm sitting in here in my living room, and I literally just got done paying my electric bill, which was $336 for one effing month. And I was irritated about it because that's the highest it's ever been since we moved to this house a year ago. Anyway, so my husband had just turned off the kitchen light because no one was in there, right? So my mom comes back in and she says, "Oh, who turned this light off?" She was pissed. And I was like, "What? What do you mean who turned the light off?" Now, mind you, my husband I hadn't even turned it off, but I was like, "What do you mean who turned the light off?" I just paid a $336 bill. So it was like an episode of freaking, what's that show? Everybody Loves Raymond or something. But I was like, she had the nerve to yell at him for turning off the light. You're lucky I don't go in your room and take all your light bulbs out. Oh, Lord. Oh, Zona, that's awful, awful, awful. Oh my gosh. We don't have a gas service, so everything is electricity, which is really expensive. But then, like in the winter, it just doesn't get that cold, so it's like the heat is hardly on. But in the summer and the super hot months, that's when it really cranks up, and it's been really, really freaking hot. Betty Joe. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. It's really, really crazy. And then she she cooks, okay, which I like, but understand if she weren't here, I would just have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, okay, or some cereal or some oatmeal or something super easy, whatever the hell I felt like having, and that would be just fine, okay? But this chick wants to be Julia Child up in here every damn day and then expects everyone to come immediately and eat the food. And we're like, no, we're not going to change everything that we do, ma'am. So, oh my gosh. It's funny. And then I have to clean it all up. And then she'll yell at me. Then she'll yell at me sometimes if like if she buys something that she plans on making, she'll be like, well, who ate those whatever it was? And I'm like, lady, we just eat the food that's here. No, she doesn't. I have to do that. Oh, Anna. Somebody tell Anna I can't. I'm sorry, Anna. We're way off of that now because it was too horrible. Yes. Yeah, too many dishes. Mm-hmm. No, and I don't. Okay, we have a dishwasher and I want them all to go in there. Okay? Just put them in the damn dishwasher. I don't care. I don't care if you have to put a pan in there 7 times. I'm not washing the pan. I'm just kidding. But kind of. I am serious. So, yeah. So she just, I don't know. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. I wish my mom would want a job. Zona. No, Zona, listen. This is what you have to remember. Everything Don's fault. Oh yeah, I have one of those giggles. I love that thing. Yes, Elizabeth, I know. Yes, that's exactly what's happening here too. Everything I do is wrong. I know. And my best friend just lost her mom too. Jen, me too. And it's weird because when I finally break down sometimes and do them, I'm like, hey, this isn't that bad. I don't mind it. And then pretty soon my fingers are crinkly and pruny, and then I hate it. And then I'm like, I'm never doing that again. Oh, Betty Joe, I'm sorry. Yeah, mine docks itself. Um, Zona, we actually do have a camper, but okay. So, and my mom has 2 rooms, and she, it's going fine, you guys. Um, but we just have to yell at each other sometimes. Oh, of my Roomba? Who first mentioned the Roomba? It actually mops too, but I haven't figured out. I haven't taken the time to figure out how to do that. Ooh, a boat, Anna. Nice. Oh my goodness. Zona, Turkey Day fire? How awful. You can't. Oh, I don't know if, oh my gosh, that comment is hilarious. Jen, you need to get a dishwasher again, please. Fried turkey. We gave them to the kids. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, I'm really gonna sell my house before I lose my dishwasher. Oh, goodness. Oh, it was just the oven. Okay, good. They aren't allowed. Jen, that's blasphemy. I live in a fifth wheel trailer, no dishwasher room aside. These 2 hands. Hey, there you go. And this is what my husband would say about that. Stick to mamby-pambies. And what those are paper plates. I don't know why he calls them that, but he does. Oh, Elizabeth. Cute. Yeah, dishes are the devil. Oh, okay, I'm cracking myself up now, so that means it's probably time to be done. What is Web Sleuths going to be talking about? No, Anna, this is not Don's 17-year-old girlfriend, sweetie. Oh, don't do her like that. I have a dishwasher and still wash dishes before they go into the. Oh my gosh. I mean, I just rinse and scrape them because if they have food stuck on them, they're not going to get clean. I don't mind laundry. Since I feed my neighbor mother and wash her dishes too, I realize paper plates and plasticware. Utilize paper plates and plasticware when possible. Just saying. Yeah. I don't like the plasticware because I hate plastic, but Betty Joe, I make my daughter do dishes. There you go. Well, can she come do mine? You know what I am good for? Not much. But I have a thing about rearranging the dishwasher. It has to be arranged. Just, I don't know. I just have to have it arranged a certain way in there. Me too, Anna. Me too. You kept your money in the dishwasher? That's funny. Oh, Betty Joe. That's sweet. Yep. I was for a while too, Betty Joe, a 24/7 Mimi. I'm not going to be called grandma I just am not. I can't. Even though I love grandmas. Grandmas are amazing. And I would call my granddaughters, but I'm a Mimi. I am a master dishwasher loader. Yeah, they're not all good. Sometimes you're better off without one, mom to one. Mine is good though. My first one wasn't. He's a douchebag. Jackie or Mimi too? Yay! She calls you mom, mom. Oh, that's so sweet. That's adorable. 18 months. Oh, that's such a precious age. Anna, 30? Oh my word. That's amazing. Hey, you. Oh, that's funny. Good night, Jen. Get a good sleep. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, bless you all. I am going to say goodbye for real now. I'm going to head over to Web Sleuths in a bit because I enjoy myself over there. And I hopefully will see you later on the flip side. Please keep Shatiria's family and friends in your prayers. And please pray that the piece of shit is brought to justice so he can't hurt anyone else. And prayers for Summer Wells to be brought back safely. And for the boys. And for all of the missing. Love you all. Good night, Zona. This is just for you.